One of you wants to stay.
The other is desperate to go.
I can't see us growing up here as a family at all.
I would be quite happy to stay here forever.
I'm on Team Love It because I want to help people to make the most of their existing homes.
It's stunning.
Why didn't you think of this, love?
Meanwhile, I say listing it is the only way to get what you want.
That's lovely.
Yeah, what a view.
That's actually amazing, isn't it?
Over the last few weeks, we've had the odd surprise.
I say listed.
You beautiful, beautiful man.
Oh, kidding me.
I'm going to love it.
But with 4 Love It so far, Phil doesn't stand a chance. This time, I'm going to nail him to the floor.
Bring it on, Allsop.
I can't lose again. I won't lose again.
Though win or lose, we're here to answer just one question.
Are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
Let battle commence.
This is not going to be
He's not
straight.
as nice as he makes out. He's not that nice.
This week, we're in the Scottish borders, headed to the Royal Borough of Peebles.
It is just lovely.
Nestled on the banks of the River Tweed and just 22 miles south of Edinburgh, its population of around 8,500 people are able to enjoy the town's rolling hills and unspoiled character.
But behind this idyllic exterior, there are fireworks. Because while Dave Alcorn is madly in love with his period home, circa 1880...
It's a beautiful little house.
Little house, you're right.
wife Amy is at the end of her tether.
I don't see how we can make this house work for us in the long term, so I would rather get out now.
Dave, a skills development officer, and Amy, a youth worker, both work in the local area. And they bought this Victorian semi just 3 years ago for £215,000. But even at the time, it left most of the boxes on their wish list unticked.
We needed off-road parking, a downstairs toilet, 3 bedrooms.
This is a 2-bedroom house with no off-road parking and no downstairs bathroom.
What it did offer was character by the bucket load.
I love this house. The old wooden shutters or, bits of cornicing and just proper period features.
It also boasts a garden which works a treat for a family attempting the good life.
We grow a lot of our own fruit and vegetables. We have our chickens.
They like lovely chickens.
And most importantly, Dave and Amy saw this as the perfect location to raise the twins.
More potatoes for you.
Problem is, now Oscar and Isaac are growing up, the Alcorns are fast running out of room.
Where's the space? Where's the downstairs bathroom? Where's the 3 bedrooms that we actually need?
And one of Amy's biggest concerns, the kitchen.
It's freezing cold, it's absolutely tiny, it's just not a practical place for me to be able to work, even on my own or definitely with the kids. A rub? Should we give it a rub like this?
But while Amy says it's time to take a more practical approach to where they call home,
Well done. We probably shouldn't have bought this house.
Dave's adamant. He doesn't want to part with his very own little piece of history. After all, here, even the new town dates back to the 16th century.
I've invested a lot of time and work in it, and that I think we can make it so that it works for us in the future.
famous for its wool, this historic mill town is just full of these period cottages with their thick stone walls.
Not surprising then, it's a conservation area. So what can be done to make this house fit for a modern family?
Lovely looking house, isn't it?
Pretty, yes.
Beautiful street.
Hiya.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Now, while this Victorian semi may be a bit of a squeeze, it does offer both a separate living room and dining room.
Yes, Allsop, but it's the minuscule kitchen and all the rooms that are missing that will really challenge you.
We'll see, Phil, we'll see.
So what's changed? You bought the house, fell in love with it, moved in.
Well, we always thought we'll extend.
It's the only house on this street that hasn't already got some sort of extension on the back. I think the last two people who lived here moved because they couldn't work out how to make it work and how to extend it.
Why isn't it working for you, Amy?
When we have family to stay, we have to put them up in the fire room. But it would just be lovely to have a spare room so that the bed's always made.
How often do you think you have guests who might want to stay?
Every 6 weeks.
Every 6 weeks?
Right.
For 3 nights.
OK.
But also, kitchen's rubbish. It's really cold.
It's cold.
It's really small. It's not insulated. And when you walk in, there's always muddy boots on the floor. They're in front of the oven. I can't stand at the hob because there's shoes on the floor. The boys traipsing upstairs to go to the bathroom.
Simple answer to that is to teach them to wee in the garden.
OK, moving on, and I do mean literally.
What would it take to kind of pull you away from here? What would you want to see?
How long a list do you want?
Go for it.
Something with a big garden, definitely. And I suppose the list of things that would make Amy happy as well.
How close to here would it need to be?
The kids need to stay at the same school.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
But they're in the school.
They're in the school, yeah.
So it's a question of distance, your travel time.
Yeah.
Come with me. Find you a nice house round the corner.
Phil wants to seduce you with promises he can't deliver.
Well, Kirsty, taking a look around, there's definitely a lack of space.
Actually, Phil, there's more than 870 square feet to work with. Not much smaller than the average 3-bed house.
If that sitting room is the 3rd bedroom, effectively, this is the family space which needs to work. So this has to become a sitting room, that has to be a kitchen diner.
Dave and Amy have £50,000 to renovate the entire house, though they could easily spend that on the ground floor alone.
But it is definitely the priority, because while Amy loves spending time in the kitchen with Oscar and Isaac, our cameras show the limited space, just 5.5 square metres, means that they can only cope with being in this room a measly 11% of their day.
Oh, and it is cold in there.
It's cold. It's Scotland.
She's not enjoying spending time in the kitchen. So something has to be sorted here.
I think a very, very simple extension. We have to make this space we're in now a kitchen diner for the minimum amount of money.
If your property is within a conservation area, you may require formal approval for new windows, doors, or changing the exterior. But you can extend, and some permitted development opportunities may exist.
Yes, but can even you magic up Dave and Amy a 3rd bedroom?
It's a waste of your time going upstairs.
Why?
Because it's not changing. It's not in the budget.
They need a 3-bedroom house.
They got a 3-bedroom house and I'm standing in the 3rd bedroom.
She's bonkers.
Now, at a push, you could get an extra bedroom up here, but you'd have to compromise on floor space and spend a lot of extra money.
Which is good news for me and bad news for her. Which is just the way I like it.
If he says anything more about the 3rd bedroom, I will be tempted to have him committed.
Actually, with a budget of £270,000, I'm committed to finding the Alcorns a more practical family home. After all, while that would only buy a flat in the centre of Edinburgh, here in Peebles, you'll get at least a 3-bed semi.
Yes, but on top of that, there's also tax and moving costs, which would be just under £10,000 down the loo, methinks. So, better to invest that money in the home they already have.
They got seduced and bought a very impractical but very lovely house. So they're going to be moving, and I'm going to help them do it.
Which puts me on the hunt for a large garden, 3 bedrooms, a family-sized kitchen, and as much character as possible, all within scooting distance of the twins' nursery and the primary school just next door.
Phil's a happy bunny because he thinks a move is a foregone conclusion.
I'm happy over this corner.
I don't think you've got an easy ride, though. You're going to have to show us a house that's pretty epic as well.
I've never heard anyone so set against moving.
I'm questioning whether you can actually solve the problems in the long term.
Dave doesn't want to move.
If Dave and Amy are happy for the front room to carry on doubling as the guest suite, then I can give them practicality and character. A bigger kitchen, a utility room, even a downstairs loo.
You may be staring defeat in the face, Phil.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. But it is a lovely little house, isn't it?
It's not just the house, Phil, it's the street, it's the view from every window. Feel how peaceful it is. Look, you can't hear a thing.
I'm not surprised they fell in love with it, but it was the wrong house. Come on.
In Peebles, about an hour south of Edinburgh, Dave and Amy Alcorn have gone to war over character versus practicality.
We are going to outgrow it really quickly. I think we've probably already outgrown it.
But I don't see that as a reason to move.
Oh yes, to love or to list, that is the question. So I'm dusting off my sledgehammer to give them more space.
Phil may be in more trouble than he thinks.
Meanwhile, I'm lining up dream homes, because while in London 270,000 can get you a masonette on a main road, here in Peebles you could have a 4-bedroom house. Though there is one slight complication.
My difficulty is that Peebles is quite a small town and they've got a very big wish list and the two just don't fit together.
Still, if anyone can, it's yours truly. So, time to tempt Dave and Amy with my first house.
You said, Phil, I need you to find me something epic and then we'll move. So that's what I'm, you know, that.
You absolutely did.
I go to bed at night and I think of, right, Dave, I've got to do this. It's going to be epic.
And in this instance, epic is on the outskirts of Peebles, about a 4-minute drive from where they live now.
How are you feeling about where we are now?
Fine.
Stretching out of town?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were just about to swerve us down into the caravan site.
Funny you should say that, Amy, because this property is right next door and is currently home to the caravan site's owners. Not everyone's cup of tea, I grant you, but it offers cracking views and a very affordable price.
So the views that way are absolutely fantastic.
That's amazing.
Though let's not bury the headline. This is a house almost twice the size of where the Alcorns live now. It has a massive kitchen, 3 bedrooms, plus a gigantic garden. And while it does come in £25,000 over budget, I have it on good authority the owners are open to offers in Dave and Amy's price range.
What's going through your mind, Dave?
I'm far more enthusiastic about it than I really want to be.
Come on, we're off and running. We're off and running.
I'm dead excited.
Big smiles already, and they haven't even seen inside.
That's huge.
Wow, that's amazing. I love the high ceiling. Look at that. It feels really grand, doesn't it? This is a massive space, and look at that.
You've got the sheep, the hills, the views.
The views are awesome.
Dave's feeling scuppered.
You are, I bet you are.
Totally.
While it may not be Victorian, there's definitely loads of character for Dave. Not to mention a little something Amy may like.
Kitchen with room to eat in it and everything.
Oh, wow. That's
something
good,
else that
actually.
you don't have. For 295,000,
right.
Which is what it is, but it is negotiable.
Yep.
They want to go.
Yep.
I can see that it could be really good. I'm going to not say epic, but yeah.
Please! Go on.
Trust me, once they've seen the rest of this house, they'll be screaming epic.
This is huge.
Wow.
Gosh, that's massive for an ensuite. That's epic.
There it is.
I was worried driving them out here that it was going to be too far, but they were very relaxed about it. And Dave's coming here and he's been blown away by the space and the garden. Tip-top.
The only slight compromise is that bedroom 3 comes in the form of a garden room. Mind you, it does have its own kitchen.
Through here
Yep.
is the extra room that, in time when the boys are big, could be the 3rd bedroom.
Yeah, it'd be excellent.
Dave, you're in trouble, mate.
I know.
You didn't want it to be nice, did you?
No.
And I've only just begun.
Yeah.
Come on. The viewing's gone much better than even I dared hope for, but I've nailed it because this is epic.
While Phil's been busy with £250,000, I've been trying to figure out what my budget will achieve.
I mean, look at these walls. They are really, really thick.
And even though £50,000 is a generous amount, it just won't stretch to reconfiguring the bedrooms and extending the ground floor. As for the constraints of the conservation area, in some parts of the UK, permitted development would allow a single-storey extension, but not in Scotland, which means we also need planning permission.
So, what do we want?
Big kitchen.
And?
Downstairs bathroom.
Yep, and
utility room.
Yep.
3 bedrooms.
While I can't stretch to a 3rd bedroom, my plan is to utterly maximise the family's living space.
So, you ready?
Wow.
I want to demolish the old lean-to and build a brand new extension, giving Amy a spacious kitchen diner that's filled with light. But I'm not finished yet. There's also room to create a separate utility and the downstairs shower room this family is desperate for. And all within our 50 grand budget.
I do like the island like that. I've not thought of it like that before. I do like the island like that. It's got quite a lot to think about.
Though, of course, there is one other thing to consider, and that's the possibility of a 3rd bedroom, which could be achieved by converting the existing loo and pinching a little space from the master bedroom for a smaller but functional bathroom. But space wouldn't be the only compromise. It could also add up to £20,000 to this renovation budget.
I want you to have a better house. I want you to have the opportunity of staying here.
Yeah.
I want you to have the opportunity of being happy here. It's how much we spend on altering it that is the question. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, no, it does. Absolutely.
does.
Yeah, it makes sense.
There's no denying the renovations downstairs will help make this house work for Amy. But it's possible the compromise on the bedrooms might just be a bridge too far.
I am impressed with the plans, but I'm not sure there's enough there that's going to convince me to stay in this house.
I think we need to look at all the prices, look at how much each bit costs, and see what we really want out of it.
Yeah.
And how we can make it work.
Quite rightly, this is a debate that continues for several weeks. But finally, almost 2 months later, the building is underway. While there's no decision on the upstairs, downstairs it's all go, as planning permission has been granted.
Feeling really excited, actually. We've been waiting for this day for a little while. Boys are really excited, Dave's excited. I think this will be the first time it begins to start to feel real.
And with the spectators sitting comfortably, it's time to say goodbye to that old kitchen.
What's that?
Oh my goodness, there's a big bit of roof coming off. Look at that. Whoa, there it goes.
Oh wow, that's amazing. There's my kitchen.
It's in the skip, it got taken away an hour ago.
These days, of course, you can offer up your kitchen for recycling on a number of pre-love or free love websites. But in this case, it was only good for the bin. Team Love It doesn't hang around.
It'd be nice if it's worthwhile staying here after living through this. But it might just be more exciting to pack up and move.
We'll have none of that. Meanwhile, poor old Dave's been at work and missed all the fun, though he is just in time for the big reveal.
Oh my God.
Isn't that fab?
It's like a bomb's gone through it.
It is a bit like a bomb's gone through it.
I'm really pleased to see it moving. Really pleased to see it moving. But there's a lot of clearing up to do first.
Perhaps Phil can give you a hand. After all, is there really any need for him to carry on house hunting?
I'm not done yet, Allsop. For my next trick, I really want to push Dave on the balance between character and practicality by asking him to consider, dare I say it, a new build. Am I right thinking that you bought your existing house because it was pretty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous and it's got all these period features, but there are drafts and it's probably not the most energy efficient in the world.
So if I could show you a house that was easier to heat, easier to run, more economical.
That's a big deal for us. Yeah. I'm really excited.
So am I, Amy, because running a new build is half the price of its Victorian equivalent. And here, in rural Scotland, that's a very big deal indeed, as it can cost up to 40% more to heat your home. Though that's not the only benefit of modern living.
Garage.
You spotted it, yeah.
Garage, my word.
Amazing.
Yes, indeed.
We're still only 4 minutes' drive from where the Alcorns live now, and 5 minutes from the twins' school.
Nice, big house for the long term.
It's detached as well.
It's a big...
That's amazing.
Amy, I'm just getting started, because if it's more space you want, this detached house offers it by the bucket load. 2 generous reception rooms, a large kitchen diner, 5 bedrooms, and even a massive garden.
I love the access to the garden as well. That's fab.
In terms of style, could you ever see yourself living in somewhere like this?
I could.
I struggle to see past the pebble dash on the outside.
Well, Pebble Dash definitely divides opinion. Along with the likes of stone cladding and avocado bathroom suites, it's one of our top 10 property turn-offs. But this house also offers one of our biggest must-haves, energy efficiency.
They have solar panels on the roof, so you will only need to spend £200 a year on heating it and lighting it.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
Now, Dave, what was it you said to me on the way here?
That we wanted a house that was efficient to run. I shouldn't be disappointed that you've gone and done your job, should I?
Sorry, Dave, it's a curse. It really is. And once again, I'm about to up the ante.
My goodness, this place is huge.
Time to let these two know just how much space they could have if they decide to list.
So you've got 5 bedrooms.
5 bedrooms.
Looking very pleased with yourself. It looks good. It looks good so far.
This garden's amazing. Way bigger than ours.
Yeah, because that trampoline is much bigger than ours.
I want to buy this house.
Amy's ready to move in.
No, this is lovely.
Think I'll let Madam know the good news.
Kirsty always likes to be kept up to date with how well I'm doing, so I better let her know. I see your 3 bedrooms, and I raise it to 5.
Ever heard of the tortoise and the hare? At least I put kisses on mine. He can run, but I'll beat him in the end.
In the royal borough that is Peebles, the epic battle of character versus practicality is still raging.
I struggle to see past the pebble dash on the outside.
So while I've found Dave and Amy the space, indoors and out, that they're looking for...
That's huge.
Wow, that's amazing.
I say, can it really compete with Victorian architecture? Even if it does need a helping hand from yours truly.
And the sun is shining on my endeavours. Aha, skip, that's what we like to see. Do you think it's rude just to sneak down the back?
Never stopped you before, Kirsty.
Despite the odd delay, due to weather that's best described as, well, Scottish, you can definitely see just how big a transformation this build is going to be.
Oh my giddy aunt. Well, that's progress, isn't it? I mean, look at that. This is going to be the kitchen.
Not only is a new kitchen one of the most popular home improvements you can make, here, along with a separate utility and downstairs shower room, it will completely transform life.
Suddenly it's there. It's not just on a piece of paper. Clearly the chickens are very excited about this new venture.
But it's not just the ground floor undergoing big changes. After digging deep, Dave and Amy have decided to up their budget from 50 to 70k. So now Amy's dream of a third bedroom is finally coming true.
We've decided to be a bit crazy. Whilst we're like living in chaos, why don't we just be in chaos upstairs?
This is the problem once people start building work. It's very addictive.
It's really exciting.
It's in for a penny, in for a pound, isn't it?
Yeah.
And in some ways, the fact that the weather's been cold and that's held us back has meant that we've had a bit of extra time to save some more cash.
Thank you, Scottish weather. Moving just one internal wall could cost you between £1,500 and £2,000. But there's also load-bearing considerations, electrics and pipework too, so no small tweak to the plan.
So it's going to be a pretty amazing 3-bed house.
I hope so.
And one that we can't find an equivalent for
Of course not.
in Peebles.
No. Yeah, I mean, this is the death knell for Phil Spencer. Poor lamb.
While Dave and Amy have tackled the big decisions, they are also under constant pressure to make hundreds of smaller ones as well. Everything from paint colours to how high should I hang my doorknobs. Though fortunately, they're in the presence of greatness.
So what's happening to the Alcorn wall?
We've seen some wallpapers. I quite want something a bit wild on there. A bit wacky.
As it's one that won't show the marks.
Yes.
Because the second the wallpaper is near the food, that hits that wallpaper and, you know...
Yeah.
You know, so you've definitely got to test it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that, actually. We've seen some with trees on that we like as well.
Yeah.
And the one I particularly like, which I'm not sure how it fits in, is one with lobsters on.
I love lobsters.
So much so, I feel a shopping trip coming on. After some odd tangents in the 80s and 90s, wallpaper is now one of the most on-trend ways to restyle your home. From a statement wall to an entire room, the possibilities are endless. The average roll costs around £20, though for something a little more specialist, you could easily pay up to £200.
I am a huge fan of wallpaper. And if the wallpaper you pick is one that you can't afford to put around the whole room, go for one wall.
Assuming it's well hung, wallpaper should last between 10 and 15 years, unlike paint, which ideally needs to be refreshed every 5 years or so. The tricky part is agreeing which particular print screams you.
I've never...
I think I prefer that. That's nice.
It's really not.
We Brits are a tame lot. 45% of us have white or cream on our walls, though not our Dave, apparently.
I like how bold that is.
Yeah. I like that one.
That is beautiful.
But we're definitely getting more adventurous, having bought 39 million rolls of wallpaper in 2014 alone, with botanical and wildlife prints becoming increasingly popular.
I know sometimes it's really hard and people fear making expensive mistakes. But sometimes the first thing you see is the one you should go with. If you like it, that's it, decision made.
Except for wood chip, maybe. 60% of us can't stand the stuff.
Speaking of decisions, Allsop, I'm going to ask Dave and Amy to make one more. Having shown them the best properties Peebles has to offer, I want them to consider moving slightly further afield, which brings us to the rural village of Broughton.
This is nice. This is different from Peebles.
The countryside coming out here is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
While it's only 20 minutes from town and the twins' nursery school, the change of location means Dave can have his character and Amy her square footage without blowing the budget.
Is the distance from Peebles worthwhile in order to get you a very attractive period property, which is the old police station?
Wow, amazing. Yeah. That's exciting.
So there's a bit of character, a bit of interest, a bit of history.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, it does.
Well, Dave's smiling. Mind you, with so much character and space on offer, Suffice to say, this house is an arresting prospect. Sorry. What's more, it boasts 2 reception rooms, a huge open-plan kitchen diner, much bigger than the one Kirsty's creating, 3 bedrooms and a large garden, all for a very negotiable £275,000.
Let's start in the kitchen, because the kitchen is 23 foot long.
Wow.
Wow. It's proper kind of old school kind of farmhouse kitchen, isn't it, you know? Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Well, on that positive vibe, we'll see some more. This is the living room in the centre of the house.
Yep.
Access to conservatory.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Here, sort of slightly odd place for it is the family bathroom.
That is interesting.
And rumour has it that used to be the police cell. So if you were bad, or you didn't list your house, you get put in there.
I'm interested to see the rest of it.
Sounds to me like Dave will soon be joining the ranks of Team Listed. Meanwhile, Amy will no doubt be impressed with the more than 1,500 square feet, making this house even bigger than the new build I showed them.
Oh, this is a good size room.
It's a brilliant size room.
Yeah.
Dave's certainly a lot more animated coming in here. He's trying to like it. Which I think in the previous house he was trying not to like it.
Wow.
This is a really nice room. This is much more us. It's much brighter. I like the slopey ceilings. This is a really nice room. Although, is this single glazed up here? Nice views, though.
Living in a character home always means investing more in maintenance, something Dave seems to quite enjoy. But suddenly, I'm not so sure about Amy.
I don't want to move from one cold, drafty house that we've got to another where we would have to look at replacing the windows.
Yeah, no, if we were to move out of Peebles to somewhere more rural like this, the house would have to pay off massively.
Yeah.
OK, so that's this house written off. But Dave is starting to actually talk about moving out of their current home. And Amy's really missing the convenience of the modern detached house we saw back in town. So where does that leave us?
How'd you get on?
Yeah, it makes us think, you know, do we have a look outside of Peebles?
Yep.
And what could we get for the same money slightly further out? Yeah, it's...
But I think it might also make Dave think a bit more about not having a period house.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thought of having that on your doorstep, you know, a beautiful view and that the hills are right there is massively appealing to me.
Yeah. It's been an eye-opener coming out here for me.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not made me think, oh, no, I couldn't live here because we're out of Peebles. It's just definitely not the right property for us.
No.
See, if it was a nice new build.
I don't quite know how this is going to go yet, but I do feel that today I've been able to plant a seed in their minds. And I'm just going to let Amy look after it, to nurture it, and to water it, and nourish it, and make sure that it grows into a great big blossoming listed.
Something tells me it won't be that simple, Phil. She won't be going anywhere. We're back in glorious Peebles, paying our final visit to the Alcorns. Skills Development Officer Dave and youth worker Amy, who from the moment they bought their Victorian semi,
on an impulse,
have been banging heads.
I don't see why we need to move.
Where's the 3 bedrooms that we actually need?
I think we can make everything work for us, and it's in a brilliant place.
So, over the last few months, their character home has been reworked to make it more practical for a growing family of 4.
This is going to be the kitchen. Clearly the chickens are very excited about this new venture.
Meanwhile, I've tried to find them even more space, showing just how much they could have by listing.
So you've got 5 bedrooms.
5 bedrooms.
Looking very pleased with yourself.
So, with the builders almost done, it's time to settle the debate in this now peaceful and very beautiful conservation area, once and for all.
I bet you're feeling quite confident today, aren't you, Phil?
Well, experience says these things can go either way. So I've got to take some faith from that. But I think a lot will probably depend on whether Dave's come round to the idea of a more modern house. If he has, then I'm in the game. But we'll find out.
Well, I like your resilience and your optimism, Phil.
My old friend Amy.
Hiya. Hello.
Hi, you two.
Hiya.
When we first met the Alcorns, space was at an absolute premium. Especially in the kitchen, which offered just 5.5 square metres. And it was also freezing. But now, thanks to a stunning 258 square foot extension, we have the perfect family kitchen, with more than enough room for the twins to play. In addition, it's opened up the dining room come family room and made it feel twice the size.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Talk about the space and the light.
Can we
You've been
talk
busy.
about the wallpaper? That is an epically good choice.
That's Dave's choice of wallpaper, and it is wonderful.
There's not many things, like, while we've been married that we have fallen out about.
He put his foot down and said, we need colour. We've always wanted colour, I want colour. And this is what he came up with, and I absolutely love it.
It looks
It's brilliant.
fantastic. It really looks fantastic.
Well, who knew wallpaper could stir up so much passion in our Dave? Still, talk about dining in style.
So look, Phil, when you sit down, you see my favourite view, which is the tower and the pines and the hills behind.
Lovely. I suppose you haven't actually yet had time and a chance to have a family meal.
Not yet.
No.
I can't wait, though. Really looking forward to it, yeah.
But the biggest transformation has been the kitchen. Its simple design offers almost endless storage. And of course, yes, you guessed it, acres of...
Fantastic. How many pan drawers have we got there? 8 pan drawers?
Yes.
And then where's the fridge?
Everywhere you go seems to appear pan drawers.
I know.
I've just noticed.
Yes,
his
no,
thing,
it's
isn't
my
it?
thing, yeah.
Fridge. The other
I am
side.
changing the world one pan drawer at a time. Now look at that, that's fantastic.
I like this. I bet you'll use this permanently.
I think we will. I think homework, breakfast, just having the kids in the kitchen, doing craft right up here.
You know, it gives us that flexibility. If somebody is cooking or doing the washing up, that the other person can sit and chat to them at the same time.
And then you've got... And does that open that?
No.
It doesn't
Sadly
need to
not.
because they're bifolding doors.
And it is Scotland.
And it is Scotland. Yeah, it is Scotland.
It's a very generous kitchen.
You haven't seen the half of it, Phil. This shiny new extension also boasts a separate utility and shower room. So finally, the Alcorn family have everything they need without moving house.
Damn you. Damn you.
And this is some kind of wow. I mean, it is fantastic.
How does it compare with that kitchen in the detached house with its dining room and big garden?
I prefer this.
Amy! That was a dagger to the heart. Amy!
Well, this is a lot lighter.
He walked up to the front door and said, I'm relying on my friend Amy. Well, that's a friendship that's over, isn't it?
Meanwhile, our tour is just getting started. As upstairs, Amy's frustration at only having 2 bedrooms is officially over. As now we have a total of 3. And even a brand new bathroom.
Oh, my word.
So what have you done up here? Moved walls around?
Yep.
I like the boys' room.
Good.
It's a 3-bed and these are very rare. Yeah. So what you've got there is a really good guest room.
I think it's not been an easy one to work out how to make it work, but I feel like we've done it, and I feel like we've kind of done it justice in a lot of ways as well, you know, with the generous space downstairs and, you know, bedrooms that aren't too small upstairs as well.
It's very impressive.
Yeah, we're quite smug.
Yeah, quite chuffed with ourselves.
Hats off, Allsop. You've definitely helped Dave and Amy to transform what was effectively a cottage into a modern family home. Though one of the best views of your handiwork might just be from the twins' bedroom.
I bet the boys will love that.
At night, they will look down on you.
They will, and they can see the island.
They'll
perfectly.
like it. Yes. Very, very, very nice.
Mummy and Daddy are on the wine again.
This was always a complex project, so we could also toast increasing the value of the house by £50,000.
But have we helped Dave and Amy to finally decide between loving and listing? I think so much of this has been about kind of head versus heart, because you bought this house because you fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And with the character of it. But it turned out not to be a wildly practical option, so...
Yeah. I think what we've managed to achieve with this space is beautiful.
It works, it flows. Everything looks good, but it's immensely practical.
Yes.
Totally.
What you've done, it's brilliant with the space that you have, but it is quite tight, and I'm still wondering whether it is a genuinely long-term house. After all, by moving on, Dave and Amy could easily have 4 or more bedrooms, a massive garden, and even a garage. All things they could never have here.
You did well, because there was the bigger house with the 5 bedrooms, which I thought was really practical, and it really ticked some of the boxes, especially the off-road parking, the garage, huge garden. But obviously, we all remember Dave's reaction to the I'm not living in a pebble dash house.
Yes, but it was detached.
I was brought up in a pebble dash house, Dave, just so that you know.
Yes, lots of our family live in pebble dash houses, don't they, darling?
Seems that I've offended a lot of people.
I don't want you to be forgetting about any of this, Dave.
No.
Detached houses, practically run themselves.
Which brings us to the question. Are you going to love it?
Or list it.
This has been such a hard decision for us, and we were actually discussing it whilst I was in the shower this morning to get our absolute final answer of where we're going with this. But we are actually going to list it. So, we have loved doing this. I have loved doing this so much. This is the tip of the iceberg, I think, for us. This is our first. And we have made this house epic. How many more houses can we make epic, Dave?
And also all the lessons that we've learned along the way, all the things that we would do slightly differently next time. Don't worry. You know,
It's exciting.
I'm not interested in you. It's about me. Wow. I mean, okay, so you're right. You have an eye for it. You have amazing taste. It does look lovely.
Yeah.
Mm.
It really does. It looks fantastic.
Do you think you'll actually roll your sleeves up and do the work next time?
Certainly a larger percentage of it, yeah.
And I'd quite like to manage it.
Get your chin up off the table. Well, I couldn't be happier for Dave, Amy and the boys. What's more, the drinks are on you, Kirstals.
There we are.
Excellent. Thank you very much indeed.
Right.
Well, how about that? Cheers to Amy.
Cheers to people enjoying refurbishing their houses.
Yes.
Enjoying it so much they've decided to do it more than
again.
once, yeah.
So I do feel like I'm a very lucky lady. I mean, I have a husband who puts his foot down about wallpaper, but ultimately makes the right decision, and who can dig ditches.
They're not selling the house because it doesn't work for them.
No.
They're selling it because they enjoyed refurbing it so much they want to do it again.
Yes. But I also don't think it was the right long-term house for them.
That's not why they're selling.
But it's exciting, isn't it?
Oh, it's really exciting, yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that we're 3-4 with 1 to go is
It'll get
surprising.
close, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can't win,
No.
obviously.
No.
But it could be a draw.
It could be a draw.
Yeah, which would...
Which coming into this, I would have been dead pleased with.
Were we a draw last time?
No, you thrashed me.
Right, OK.
You just wanted to get that out there, didn't you? Just remind me. Put me back in my place.